Hi, I'm Chuck Russell, Senior Partner of Collective Intelligence, and welcome to Transforming Your Business Through Business Intelligence with Microsoft Modern BI and Advanced Analytics. We live in a world of unprecedented change, and to be successful in this world, we need to develop a data culture, creating an environment where every team and every individual is empowered to do amazing things because of the data at their fingertips. In this video, we'll learn about the modern Microsoft BI platform and tools like Power BI that can help us harness the power of data, once only reserved for data scientists. We'll discover the power of self-service business insights and visualization capabilities that make insights available to everyone, anywhere, at any time. So to recap, in this video, we'll understand the importance of a data culture in your organization, which will inevitably support business transformation. We'll discover how to harness the power of that data and how to get self-service business insight to those who need it the most. We're going to learn about Microsoft's comprehensive portfolio of BI and analytics products and solutions, which harness the power of data and generate business insight. And we'll discover the tools that are available to help you transform your organization with modern BI and advanced analytics. So we do live in a world of unprecedented change. In the 1920s, the average lifespan of a company in the S&P 500 was nearly 70 years. In the 1980s, the average lifespan dropped to 25 years. Today, it's less than 15 years and continues to decline. In the next decade, 75% of companies on the S&P 500 will be companies that are not on the index today. To be successful in this world of change, organizations will need to develop a data culture, creating an environment where every team and every individual is empowered with information at their fingertips. In a data culture, everyone benefits when more people can ask more questions and get more answers. In a data culture, the effectiveness of an entire organization improves. This is especially true when every employee harnesses the power of data, once only reserved for data scientists, tapping into the power of natural language, self-service business insights, and visualization capabilities. Making insights available to anyone, anywhere, at any time, is at the heart of what we describe as a data culture. Before we dive in, let's take a quick look at what's happening in the technology marketplace. It's no surprise that the volume of analyzable data continues to grow. According to IDC, the amount of data that is worth analyzing will double by 2025. We heard it before, data is the new currency, and by 2022, data monetization efforts will result in enterprises pursuing digital transformation initiatives and therefore increasing consumption of their own data by 100-fold. The question is, how can organizations manage all that data? I mean, over 80% of enterprise IT organizations will commit to hybrid cloud architectures encompassing multiple public cloud services by the end of 2021. And in Gartner's 2020 Cloud Adoption Survey, it was revealed that nearly 50% of survey respondents already use software as a service, or SaaS, and on average, survey respondents saved 14% of their total IT spend by using public cloud services. So the trend is clear. The cloud's here to stay. So let's look at how we can help your organization get value from your data and at the same time help you reduce your IT spend. So what is the expected outcome? Building a data culture has a tangible impact on the bottom line. Here are some numbers that help bring some perspective to that transformation. According to IDC, organizations that are able to analyze all relevant data and deliver actionable insight will achieve an extra $430 billion in combined productivity benefits by 2024. According to Keystone, organizations evolving how they leverage data analytics in the cloud generate an average of an extra $100 million, or 8 percentage points, operating income per year. According to Gartner, customers gain 14% savings in CapEx, software costs, IT staff, and paying for the infrastructure that's needed to deliver data to the enterprise. These improvements are a result of using analytical insights to transfer business processes in areas like customer service or operations, for example. To effectively create a modern business intelligence experience, or BI, that is conducive to a data culture, it's necessary to work with a platform that enables extracting intelligence seamlessly by connecting to the data in seconds, whether it's structured or unstructured, in the cloud or on premise. Modeling without limits, regardless of the size of the model that is required. Analyzing and authoring through unique experiences that power all users to extract value from the data, like asking questions with plain language or natural language, using visuals that are customized to the use case, or getting insights in an automated fashion. And delivering insights to everyone and enabling anyone to share their findings broadly in a targeted and secure way. So let's examine how Power BI from Microsoft delivers on this vision of modern analytics. The Microsoft BI platform offers the flexibility that organizations need to implement modern BI. This diagram demonstrates that Microsoft has been delivering BI capabilities to help customers model, analyze, and deliver business insights, which can be consumed by business users on mobile devices, on the web, or embedded within applications. Most capabilities have been available on-premise with SQL Server analysis services and reporting services, as well as Power BI Desktop and Excel. A recent key addition to the Power BI portfolio is Power BI Report Server. Power BI Report Server offers self-service BI and enterprise reporting in one solution, being the perfect bridge to move to the cloud at your organization's pace. In the cloud, we're primarily relying on Power BI Premium to deliver key business insights, with data connections to many cloud data sources such as Salesforce.com and other SaaS apps. In addition to cloud data sources, customers can access on-premise data sources such as SQL Server analysis services or other relational database systems using the on-premise data gateway. So no matter where your data is, if it's on-prem or in the cloud, Power BI can access that data, transform that data, and deliver actionable insights to the end users. So let me spend a few minutes discussing how Power BI delivers that vision of modern analytics and business intelligence. Power BI is able to harness data from Excel spreadsheets, on-premise data sources through the data gateways we just described, or big data, streaming data, and other cloud services. Doesn't matter what type of data you want or where it lives, Power BI allows you to connect to hundreds of different data sources. For example, out-of-the-box software service or SaaS content packs that deliver a curated experience with pre-built dashboards to get you up and running quickly. There are content packs for Salesforce.com or common products like MailChimp and Google Analytics. So there's also hundreds of companies building content packs to cater to the needs of Power BI users. There's an ecosystem there that allows different implementations, different SaaS implementations to be integrated directly with Power BI through Microsoft's ISVs. Power BI provides just a number of unique ways for users to experience their data with speed and agility. Live dashboards can be written so that are updated in real time with real-time data insight. Users can pose natural language queries through Power BI to just ask simple, intuitive questions and see their data visually. And there are a number of custom visuals that bring data to life and surface intelligence hidden in that sea of data. With a Power BI community that's leveraging sort of that stack to create new ways, custom visualizations that provide, I think, a more in-depth analysis of the data to help that data make more sense to your end users. All this is available actually right through the Microsoft Office store. Important to remember too that Power BI is tightly integrated with the Microsoft software stack. It's part of a larger ecosystem that integrates with services like Microsoft Teams and Office 365 and also Dynamics 365. These services are innately aware of Power BI, they're wired to Power BI, and enabled to use Power BI in the context of your work. So whether in the office or on the go, Power BI provides anywhere access to insights with dashboards accessible via the desktop, on the web, or across multiple mobile devices. Power BI can be embedded within Excel. There's hundreds of other companies building Power BI into their service offerings. So let's take a look at some of the features of Power BI. maybe dig in a little bit deeper here. One of the most important aspects of Power BI is being able to get dashboards in minutes. A Power BI dashboard is a single page, often called a canvas, that uses visualizations to tell data stories. Because it's limited to one page, a well-designed dashboard contains only the most important elements for that story. The visualizations you see on a dashboard are called tiles and are pinned to the dashboard from reports that are built within Power BI. Keep in mind, dashboards are a feature of Power BI service and not available in Power BI desktop. It's sort of a unique feature. And dashboards can't be created on mobile devices. However, they can be viewed and shared on those devices. Slight difference. The visualizations on a dashboard come from reports, as I said earlier, and each report is based or linked to a single data set. In fact, one way to think of a dashboard, it's an entryway into the underlying reports and data sets that make up the Power BI implementation. Selecting a visualization takes you to the report. You can literally drill through the tile into the report and then dig deeper into that data, sort of a drill through capability. Dashboards, are a wonderful way to monitor the business and to seek answers and to see all the more important metrics in a single page. The visualizations on a dashboard may come from one or more underlying data sets or many. That's the beauty of the dashboard. A lot of different data can be combined in a single pane of glass. But it's just not a pretty picture. Users can interact with the dashboard, drill in, drill out, and compare data sets with some of the underlying reports. Depending on your role, for instance, you may be someone who creates dashboards for your own use, or maybe you can share these dashboards with your colleagues. I think one of the most important parts of the Power BI platform is that I, as an author, can create assets, a dashboard or report, and then share that report or that dashboard with my team. Sometimes the fastest way to get an answer from your data is to ask a question. For example, what were the total sales last year? Using Q&A to explore your data with natural language is a pretty powerful feature of the platform, and it allows users to receive answers to those questions in the form of charts and graphics. Q&A is different from a search engine, right? Because Q&A only provides results about the data in Power BI or the data that's linked to your enterprise. Asking the question is just the beginning, having fun traveling through the data, refining or expanding the question and covering trustworthy new information, zeroing in on details and zooming out for a broader view is part of the Power BI platform. The experience is pretty interactive and fast, powered by an in-memory storage response that's almost instantaneous. Power BI has done a really wonderful job of organizing the data in such a way that it's very responsive. So how does QA know how to answer data-specific questions? Well, it relies on the names of the tables and columns and the calculated fields in the underlying data set. So you, as the data set owner, how you name things is important. For example, suppose you had an Excel table named sales with columns titled product, month, units sold, gross sales, and profit. You could ask questions about any of those entities. You could, for instance, say, show sales, show my total profit by month, sort products by units sold. QA can answer questions that are based on how the data set is organized. So it's really critical that we model that data and name things effectively. How would this work for data in Salesforce? Well, when you connect to your Salesforce.com account, Power BI generates a dashboard automatically. So before you start asking questions with Q&A, take a look at the data displayed in the dashboard visualizations that are part of that pack. And that data is sort of displayed and can be displayed in a Q&A dropdown. If the visualization's axis labels and values include sales, account, month, and opportunities, then you can confidently ask questions such as which account has the highest opportunity, or show sales by month as a bar chart. If the drop-down includes information about a salesperson, state, and year, you can ask questions such as which salesperson had the lowest sales in Florida in 2013. Pretty powerful stuff. If you have website performance data managed in Google Analytics, you could ask Q&A about time spent on a web page, number of unique page visits, engagement rates, or if you're querying demographic data, you might ask questions about the age and household income or location of your website's visitors. So let's take a look at quick insights. If you have a new data set and you're not really sure where to start, or you need to build a dashboard quickly, or you want to look for insights you may have missed, you can run quick insights to generate interesting interactive visualizations based on your data. Quick insights can be run on an entire data set or on a specific dashboard tile. You can even run insights on an insight. The insights feature is built on a growing set of advanced analytical algorithms developed in conjunction with Microsoft Research, and it allows people to find patterns in their data in a new and intuitive way. So how does it work? Well, Power BI quickly searches different subsets of your data set while applying a set of sophisticated algorithms to discover potentially interesting insights. So Power BI scans as much of the data set as possible in an allotted segment of time, and you can run insights against a specific data set, or for instance, you can drill into a dashboard tile and ask for insights regarding that particular visualization. Examples of some of the algorithms you can use include looking for outliers, highlight cases where, for instance, a measure in the model, a metric, or one or two dimensions have much larger values than other members of the data dimension. You can look at points in a time series. It can highlight where there are significant changes and trends in that time series or that data set. Looks for correlations as well. It can detect cases where multiple measures show a correlation between each other when plotted against the dimension of the data set. For instance, sales values or sales totals based upon part of the year, like month or quarter. It'll look at major factors or majorities. So it'll find cases where a majority of a total value can be attributed to a single factor when broken down by another dimension. Pretty interesting stuff, all driven by the underlying aspects of artificial intelligence that's built right into the Power BI platform. With Power BI real-time streaming, you can stream data and update dashboards in real time. Any visual or dashboard that can be created in Power BI can also be created to display and update real-time data and visuals. The devices and sources of streaming data can be factory sensors, social media sources, service usage metrics, or anything else from which time-sensitive data can be collected or transmitted. Oftentimes, Power BI is connected to an underlying big data tool like Hadoop or Spark, and that is the source of the real-time data. When creating or editing a Power BI report, there are many different types of visuals available for you to use. And these visuals display in the visualization pane that's part of the Power BI desktop environment. But custom visuals are created by developers using the Custom Visuals software development kit. And that enables business users to see their data in a way that fits the business best. Report authors can then import the custom visual files into their reports and use them as any other Power BI visual, like a histogram or pie chart. Custom visuals are packages that include code for rendering the data that's served to them. Anyone can create a custom visual and package it as a single Power BI viz file, PBI viz file, that can be imported into a Power BI report. Power BI admins can deploy custom visuals in the organization so the report authors can easily discover and use the custom visual that the admin has approved to use inside the Power BI platform. This gives the admin control to choose the specific custom visuals to deploy in the organization, as well as an easy way to manage. For instance, updating versions, disabling or enabling the visual. Members of the community, as well as Microsoft, have contributed their custom visuals to the benefit of the public and published them to the AppSource marketplace. Power BI has a marketplace where third parties can create custom programs or custom visuals in this case and allow users to download them. Some are free and some are paid for on a subscription basis. With Power BI published to web capabilities, you can easily embed interactive Power BI visualizations online, such as in a blog post, on the website, through emails or social media, and they're all viewable from any device. Keep in mind that there's no security involved, so publishing to the web must be carefully considered. What it means is essentially is that you can take internal visualizations, internal reports, and deliver them to third parties. And those third parties do not need a Power BI license. They don't need a Power BI or Microsoft logon. A great way to share data with consumers, end users, your customers. Power BI app workspaces are great places to collaborate with your colleagues on dashboards, reports, and data sets. That's what workspaces are designed for, collaboration. After you finish collaborating on your dashboard and report, you can package that up in an app and distribute it to the rest of the organization. So other folks in your team or other teams can, given the appropriate security permissions, download that app and use it. But collaboration doesn't end with workspaces. Office 365 offers other group services such as sharing files on OneDrive for Business, conversations in Outlook or Exchange, shared calendaring and tasks, and Microsoft Teams also provides a one-to-one relationship between team sites and Power BI workspaces. With Excel 2016 or greater, you can publish your Excel workbooks right in your Power BI site. So for example, a Power BI workbook that contained a number of pivot tables or a number of tables in general could be delivered to Power BI. Power BI then renders that pivot table and provides the interactivity your users would need to analyze that data using drill down and drill through techniques. You can also connect to Excel workbooks on OneDrive for Business. So if your organization is using OneDrive, Excel workbooks that are stored in OneDrive can be connected to Power BI and delivered online over the web. Power BI also offers a set of mobile apps for iOS, Android, and Windows 10 mobile devices. In the mobile apps, you can connect and interact with your cloud and on-premise data just as you would if you're reviewing it from the web browser. The most important takeaway here is that Power BI Mobile leverages the user interface of that mobile device. So it's much more powerful than, let's say, opening up Chrome on that mobile device, logging onto the Power BI service, and consuming it through that web browser. We can also create powerful reports with Power BI Desktop. Think of a Power BI report as a multi-perspective view into your data. Visualizations included in that report represent different findings and insights from that data set. And a report can have a single visualization or pages full of visualizations across multiple tabs, kind of like a Microsoft Excel workbook with different sheets. Reports are based on a single data set. As I mentioned, the visualizations in a report each represent a nugget of information. But the visualizations aren't static. You can add and remove data, change visualization types, apply filters through slicers as you dig into the data, discover insights, and look for answers. Like a dashboard, but more so, a report is highly interactive and highly customizable, and the visualizations update as the underlying data changes. As I mentioned, reports are created through Power BI Desktop primarily. However, if you are equipped with the right security role, you can create reports or alter reports through the browser. Power BI Desktop is a self-service BI tool designed to allow users to pull data together from multiple different data sources, transform, clean that data, model it, add custom calculations, and then visually explore and create interactive reports that can easily be published to the web and shared through the Power BI service. In addition, you can create your own custom visualizations through that open source visualization framework I mentioned earlier. Discovery and exploration is one of the key aspects of Power BI Desktop. It's an integrated experience for connecting and preparing data for visual data exploration. It provides a free-form canvas for drag and drop report design. You can create your own custom visualizations, as I mentioned, and you can extend your reports with advanced analytics through support for the R programming language. And now, as of just late last year, the Python programming language is also supported. Power BI's primary value proposition is the ability to allow you to connect to all the data in your organization, both on-prem and in the cloud. We do this using Power BI Desktop, which we discussed earlier, but also Excel. So in order to connect to a broad range of data across on-prem and cloud, both tools allow us to select data sources that can be brought into a modeling environment. We can connect data from different data sources. We can combine that data, cleanse that data, and then deliver that data through models into either pivot tables in Excel or reports and dashboards in Power BI. It's this modeling experience that's very critical and provides the flexibility and power we need to do things like natural language query. But also, it's a useful tool for insulating our reporting environment and our dashboarding environment from underlying data changes that inevitably occur in our data warehouse or in our external data sources. The models themselves provide that middle ground that maps the physical data, regardless of where it's located, to the logical constructs and concepts that report writers and business analysts can use to create reporting assets, and then deliver those reporting assets on-prem or in the cloud. So what we've been talking about now for the last 20 minutes or so is really all about powerful self-service data analytics. We know that Excel is the world's most flexible and widely used data analysis tool, and providing familiarity and flexibility when working with data in the context of the Excel grid and native charts and graphs is second nature to most. Excel uniquely allows users to perform ad hoc analysis, blending structured and unstructured data together for analysis in a familiar Excel environment. But in our last slide, we talked about the power of Power BI Desktop as a tool for business analysts and business analysis. Through that tool, we can create visually interactive reports for data exploration. And remember, we can take elements of those reports and create highly interactive dashboards. In addition to these two tools, there's a number of things that allow self-service analysis. Remember, we talked about natural language query. We talked about insights, which allow users to take modeled data and drill a little bit deeper to discover things that may not have been discoverable through a visualization or through a spreadsheet. Powerful self-service analysis. That's the keys to this platform. Allowing your business users more autonomy and providing them with the power to answer questions on their own. Both Excel and Power BI Desktop are seamlessly integrated with the Power BI service. Remember, that's the service that allows us to push these visualizations or push a spreadsheet into the cloud so that users can access that information or those visualizations or those spreadsheets through a web browser or through their mobile device. Power BI in Excel 2016 or greater has a publish button where we can publish the spreadsheet directly to the Power BI service. That means that pivot tables or any other analytical tools that you've put in that spreadsheet are now viewable and distributable throughout the organization. So in this video, we've discussed Power BI and Power BI Advanced Analytics. Initially, we began to talk a little bit about what a data culture means and how important it is to build a data culture in an organization. Then we dove into Power BI, where we saw we could create dashboards in minutes. We could develop reports from Power BI Desktop and Excel and publish those reports or spreadsheets to the web. We saw that we can connect to all the data in an organization, both on-premise and in the cloud, and combine that data to deliver extremely powerful insights. We can access that data through Power BI's natural language query capabilities. We could develop quick insights into data sets, which allow us to spot trends and identify outliers without building a report or drilling into a dashboard. And I think we've talked primarily about how Power BI is a platform for self-service analytics, the ability to give your end users the right data at the right time and allow them or provide them the autonomy to explore that data on their own. So thanks for spending time with us today. Appreciate your attention. And look for further videos where we dig a little bit deeper into Power BI from a report developer perspective, from an end user perspective, and then maybe even a little bit deeper dives into the architecture behind Power BI and what it means to deploy and care and feed for a Power BI implementation. Again, this is Chuck Russell from Collective Intelligence. Thanks for listening.